in their future bag. And Chrysalin,
Mhm.
Chrysalin, who is the pink pill,
Mhm.
she wasn't known as the pink pill then. She had a site called Beyond Black and White.
I remember that was
Okay.
trash.
And so she had gone around and she had gotten people like Lamar Tyler. She got people like Danielle Belton. Um, I don't know if she got Kimberly. I don't even remember. But she just went around and she like aligned all of these bloggers and told them that she was launching a campaign called No Wedding, No Womb.
Yes, she came to me. Go on.
All I can tell you is that she points to me as the person that ruined her campaign.
What?
And
What happened?
oh yeah, I mean I just took her down. I mean I basically, because initially all of these bloggers were like, they all like released a blog, on the same date and stuff like that, and was like no wedding, no womb, like this is a movement. And when I just remember I went to Beyond Black and White and I read the essays there, and I read about her, and I was like, well, wait a minute. I was like, so you are, first of all, your own personal story. You got pregnant in college.
I remember you. Oh my God, Doctor.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, go ahead. Oh, I'm gonna wake up.
Yes, ma'am. And I was like, you got pregnant in college. The young man didn't want to marry you. You told everybody that you wore a ring because you were too ashamed of being
Yep.
labeled as a single mother. You even wore the ring at home before you had to come clean to your family. And now and then you went on to be with a white man. And now, while you are with this white man and you launched this website called Beyond Black and White, which is like telling black women, she'll say that she wasn't trying to promote being with white men, but she was.
She was.
And she was. And she says now she just wanted black women to expand their options. But I'm like, no, I read the essays on your website. It is very clearly, it became clear to me that she was a conservative, which I thought is white, right? And then also that while we do agree that we want to lessen single mothers, your whole No Wedding, No Womb campaign, it ultimately is amounting to shaming black women for what they're going through and low key telling them to be with white men. And I hated her for it. I hated her whole campaign. And so I just started see, I was already a Twitter expert. So I disrupted her hashtag because she couldn't shut me up. Like, blocking me was one thing, but you can't block a hashtag.
Mhm.
So, and plus I went to all the conferences. So I would be telling people and they would be joining me, and they would retweet what I wrote. They would write their own tweets. I would point people, I would say, all you have to do is go look at her site, read her site. It's right there. Because I don't think Lamar and them, who did initially sign on to the campaign, knew about her site.
We did not know. We did not
Hmm.
know because I had agreed as well. But see, I used to stay away from those relationship type. I had no interest. I was
Me
only interested in
too.
politics.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
I never got into like those battles, but that one I had to join. So I literally, like, I admittedly demolished her campaign. I just put out expose after expose. I said, look at her website. She's trying to tell people, and I said like her. I don't even know that I knew the word divest at the time. So I don't think I ever used that term in battling her campaign. But I was telling Lamar and them, I said her message and her blog is antithetical to blackandmarried.com. You need to leave this campaign. And like one by one, they just started to disassociate. They disassociated. They didn't want to be a part of it. They just kept pressing on with what they were doing. And like she to this day, I mean, she's told people on Clubhouse, like she cried in Lou's room, and I was just thinking, like, please don't cry because I don't want to have to go over all the details of the story. But she told everybody that I ruined her campaign.
Well, yeah, I
And
remember stepping away from it around that time. So I did not join the whole Twitter thing. So I was in that original group of long form bloggers that did a daily think piece on Black women in terms of empowerment, which was not about divesting or anything like that. There were like maybe 25 of us from around the world. And when, we did not know what we had, we didn't know how powerful we were. I
mm-hmm.
mean, it turns out I was getting attention from the White House. I ended up being invited to a Congressional Black Caucus on the depiction of Black women in hip hop. There was a lot going on, but we were young. We didn't know, right?
Yep.
But
Yep.
this second group that came, the divestors and all that kind of stuff, they were very marketing savvy. Like we,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Because
we
she was an excellent marketer.
right. And we were purists. We weren't trying to make money. It never even occurred to us that we could. I
Yep.
think Gina woke up a little bit late and tried to do it in a way that was ethical, but that's not what we were trying to do.
Yep.
And it never, really occurred to us either that people would swipe, you know, our intellectual property,
Yep.
and twist it just enough to make it, difficult to pursue. But now that we're here, there are a couple of things that you all will learn. You know that word pick me?
Yes.
Yes.
That started from our group, but it got twisted. Okay. So,
Interesting.
so what would happen is we would be writing about Black women and how we can work together to gain political power. What we wanted to do was get 100 Black female delegates in the next 5 years, right? Delegates or people in the pipeline to become a delegate, and some other things. And so Tommy Sotomayor and like maybe five other men who were just violent, dangerous, toxic would attack us constantly. And then they would have a trove of Black women beating us up, at least trying to, on their behalf. And, when you're sitting here saying that Black women, we love Black women, we want to empower Black women, but now you've got to be kicking Black women in the teeth half your day, right? What do you do with that? So we had a powwow together talking about these women. Why are they doing? Because remember, all the stuff that you already know that was not known. Okay. And so we were saying, what is the psychology of these women who hate us to our core, who are willing to fight us on behalf of these toxic Black men?
Yeah.
And um, someone, I can't remember, she was some kind of psychologist or something, was talking about narcissism and talking about flying monkeys. And we realized that what we were dealing with was that flying monkey syndrome. And but we didn't want to call them monkeys for obvious like racial overtones.
Right.
So I was saying these because all these women were single, young and old. And I'm saying they want to be picked. You know, these pick me women are doing this hoping to curry favor with these toxic men. And then another one, who I won't say her name right now, said, "That's it. We will call them pick me's." And that was supposed to be a better word rather than flying monkeys to explain that dynamic. And so we all agreed that the next day, because we were all long form bloggers, this is before Twitter, we're going to just start using the word. We're not even going to explain it. We're just going to use it so people could figure out what it is with context
Yeah,
clues.
yeah, yeah.
And it took off like a bomb. And then it became a weapon, which was never really the goal. It wasn't. So every time I hear folks using that word, I cringe a little bit. Seriously. But I remember the day that started, you know. That was a powerful, powerful group of women, truly. And we were so young. Child. Mm.
Yeah, because if I had, I mean, you know, I know exactly what you mean because so many of us, we were like movements in and unto ourselves and a gigantic movement together. And we just didn't know. Um, I don't know if it's like how to monetize or just,
They didn't really
I don't
have
know.
they didn't really have that. You know, all they had
Right.